Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all of you, depend on wherever you are around the world. And in this video, I will be speaking about providing gentle guidance for the skills development of our children. That's what I would like to discuss for this video, and I hope this video can educate you how to nurture, how to look after the skill development for your children. And of course, you need to know how to provide it in gentle ways, right? So, but before that, I would like to encourage you, if you learn something from this video, do not forget to subscribe and also to share and give comment and like this video so you can get notification for the next video that I would like to share to you, right? Okay, so providing gentle guidance for the skills development of our children is very crucial for their growth and also for their self-confidence. So that's why I think this is really important to be understood, and I would like to share some tips to help you create nurturing environments that foster the skills in gentle and in a positive way. As a teacher and also as parent, as a father to my two children, and I have done this kind of steps to help them create their skill development during their childhood to teenagers time. So what I did here, for the first time in the past, I need to identify my children's interest, and so here I need to pay attention to their interest and their passions. As a father and also as parents, we need to encourage them to explore activities related to their interest. Why? Because they are more likely to be motivated to develop skills in areas they are passionate about. That's why I need to identify, or as parents and our teachers, we need to identify our children and our students' interest. And the second steps need to be done is we need to observe, and we need also to listen to them. Here, observing the children's behavior or the students' behavior and listen to what they have to say is very important and very essential to be done, because through this we can understand their strength. We also are able to understand their weaknesses and their preferences. So why we do this? Because this will help us tailor our guidance to their specific needs. That is the second tips that we need to do to provide gentle guidance for the children's development skill. And the third tips that I need to share to you is by setting realistic expectations. So here, what do I mean by setting realistic expectations? As parents, we need to set achievable goals, to our children, because this will, especially the things that, or the goals that match with their age and also match with their abilities and their interest. Because when unrealistic expectation can lead to frustration and demotivation to the children. So that's why here, as a parent and also as a teacher, we need to set realistic expectations. So do not force them beyond their abilities or beyond their age or beyond their interest, right? And the tips that I need to share to you is by praising effort and not just the result. So here we don't need to focus on the result, but we need to focus on praising the children's effort. We need to focus on their hard work and also their perseverance, rather than just the end or result. Of course, the result also one of the expectations that we need to see, right? But here instills a growth mindset where they understand that their abilities can improve through dedication and to practice. So that's why we also need to praise their effort here, and we not only praise their result when they achieve something at the end, right? And the next tips that I would like to share to you is by providing a safe environment. So here, as parents or as a teacher, creating a safe environment and supportive environment for our students or for our children to feel more comfortable even when they are making many mistakes, and especially during the learning process. Why? Because here, by providing safe environments, here we need to avoid harsh criticism, right? We also need to avoid punishment for their errors, right? So they feel more comfortable to try to do their best, even sometimes they make mistakes in the process of doing something or learning something, right? So that is the fifth steps that we need to provide. And then the next tips, or the sixth tips that I would like to share, is by offering gentle encouragement. Encourage the children to take on challenges and also to step out of their control zone or comfort zone. This is really important and essential for us to over them, because offering gentle encouragement and also reassure them that it's okay to take risks, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to fail at the first time, right? But the most important thing is we need to learn from the experiences, right? So for the next time we do the same things, that we will not fail anymore, because we have learned from the mistakes and from failure we have ever experienced, right? So that's why we need here to offer gentle encouragement and motivation to the children. And the 7 tips that I would like to share is, as parents or as teacher, we need to be a positive role model. We need to demonstrate the behaviors and skills we want our children to develop. So here our children often learn by observing and by imitating the adult, right? So that's why we, as a parent, as parents or teachers, we need to be a positive role model towards our children or towards our students, right? That's the 7 tips that I would like to share to you. And the 8th tips that I need to share is about how to use constructive feedback. Here, when providing feedback, we need to be constructive and specific, instead of simply pointing out to the mistakes they made, right, or the children's made. So here we need to offer guidance on how they can improve and what steps they can take to enhance their skills, right? So as parents or as teachers, we need to use constructive feedback. And the next tips that we need to do is by creating opportunities for practice. Providing ample opportunities for the children to practice and refine their skills. Here is really, really important to be made. This happen whether it's through structured activities or free play, or when they do something in their own willingness. It's really essential, because this really important for their skill development, right? And that's why practice is, I think, the best part that, or the best tips that we need to encourage and to motivate our children or our students to develop their own skills. Yeah. And the next tips is about celebrating progress. In the previous videos, I have ever talked about how to celebrate the progress that have been made or have been done by our children. Here, children's progress and achievements, no matter how little or how small it is, we need to acknowledge their efforts and their growth, because this will boost their self-esteem, and also it can motivate them to continue learning, right? So that's why we need to celebrate their progress. And furthermore, we also need to encourage self-directed learning. What do I mean here by encourage self-directed learning is we need to allow the children to take ownership of their learning process. Yeah. So here we, as a teacher or as parents, we need to let them explore, and we need to let them discover more of their interest, while we as parent or teacher need to provide gentle support along the way to our students, to our children, right? And of course, another tips that we need to encourage our student or our children is by being patient and being understanding. Here, as parents or as teachers, skill development, of course, it takes time, right? And children may progress at different rates. They have different levels of progression, right? And of course, here we need to be patient and we need to be understanding, because the most important thing is offering support and encouragement throughout their learning journey or their learning processing, right? That is, I think, the most important thing need to be done, right? But of course, we need to pay attention, and we need to remember that every child is unique, right? Every child is unique, and of course, this we need to provide them gentle guidance, right? Because we allow them to flourish and to develop their skills at their own pace, right? Not at our own pace, but at their own pace. So we, as parents or as teacher, our role as a caregiver or as educator, as parent, is to create a positive and nurturing environment that fosters their curiosity, they foster their growth, and also fosters their self-confidence, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you learned something from this video, please do not forget to subscribe, share, and like and comment. And I do believe this can also help you to uh, learn more how to provide gentle guidance to your children or to your students, right? And thank you for listening and watching this video, and salute. See you again on the other video. Take care and bye bye for now.